The brutal killing of political blogger Sniper has sent shockwaves throughout the nation. His body was found in a neighboring county bearing signs of a heinous crime. Despite the progressive constitution of Kenya, which upholds the right to freedom of expression and opinion, Sniper's tragic fate raises serious concerns about protection of these fundamental rights. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance and subsequent death point to a targeted attack due to his political stance. His reported last visit to a senior Meru County official residence before vanishing adds a troubling dimension to this tragedy. The lack of substantial information from the authorities, including the DCI and the ODPP, has only added anguish and frustration to the community. While there have been some promising statements from high-ranking officials, including the Deputy President and the Leader of Majority in the National Assembly, the real measure of justice will be in the arrest and prosecution of those responsible for his untimely demise. The residents of Meru County have taken a firm stand, refusing to bury his remains until his killers are brought to justice. This resolute stance reflects a deep-seated demand for justice and accountability and the upholding of the rule of law. It is imperative that the authorities expedite their investigation, pursue all leads, and ensure that those behind this despicable act face the full force of the law. The international community must also join in condemning this affront to freedom of expression and press for swift and transparent justice for Sniper. The legacy of a progressive constitution and the principles enshrined within it demand nothing less than unwavering commitment to safeguarding the rights and safety of every Kenyan. The call for justice for Sniper is not just a demand for one individual. It is a rallying cry for preservation of democracy and human rights and the pursuit of truth. As we mourn the loss of Sniper, let us stand united in the condemnation of this cowardly act and our steadfast demand for justice. In times of great injustice, the words of Martin Luther King Jr. resolutes profoundly that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The tragic fate of Sniper echoes the struggles faced by individuals who dare to speak truth to power, challenging the very essence of democracy and human rights. The case of Sniper brings to mind the timeless allegory of Socrates, who faced persecution for his unwavering commitment to philosophical inquiry and free thought. Just as Socrates stood firm in the face of adversity, so too must we stand in solidarity with those who champion the principles of liberty and expression. Furthermore, the chilling parallels between Sniper's ordeal and the experiences of journalists and activists in other parts of the world serve as a stark reminder of the global battle for freedom of speech and the relentless pursuit of justice. The international community must draw from these shared narratives to galvanize support for the cause of justice and human rights. The story of Sniper is not just a local tragedy. It is a universal call to action, urging us to confront the forces that seek to silence dissent and undermine the very fabric of civil society. As we demand justice for Sniper, we must also recognize that his plight represents a broader struggle to the preservation of fundamental freedoms and the sanctity of human life.